Hey, it's Mrs. J here. Welcome back to my series, It's the Little Things, enhancing your virtual classroom one simple step at a time. I'm super excited to show you my HTML hack. I used it this week when a student pointed out an error that I made live in class, and it took me about 20 seconds or less to correct it using this hack. So I knew I had to come and share it with you all this week. Let's get started. I'm going to go over two things in this video. Number one, I'm going to start with when you may want to use this hack. And then those things apply to you, you're going to want to stick around for part two where I show you how to actually do it. So when are you going to want to apply this HTML hack? A few reasons. Number one, you want to change the format of an activity. This is what happened to me. I posted my typical Friday discussion as an assignment by accident, and a student pointed it out to me as we were going over it in class, and it took me about less than 20 seconds using my HTML hack to change this assignment into a discussion as I meant for it to be. Second time you may want to use this is if you want to use a template without importing from resources. I'll be honest, my resources is just hot mess. Okay, it's got a lot of folders everywhere. There's different stuff all over the place because I've been using Schoology for years and I'm in lots of different courses and groups, and I just do not prefer to import from resources frequently. So what I do is I put all of my templates within my sandbox. And so if I want to use a template within my sandbox, I will use this hack. And then third, if you want to share an activity with somebody else, including across LMS platforms. So I've been able to use this when I created something, somebody wanted to use it, I use Schoology, they use Canvas. How do we make that happen? This HTML hack is how we can do that. Also, if you want to share an activity with a friend or co-teacher outside of your district, maybe at a different campus, without going through the rigmarole of creating a group or making your resources public, you can use this HTML hack. So let me show you how it's done. So I'm going to start by going to one of my assignments that I created, and I meant for this assignment to be a discussion post. Actually, I just created it in the wrong place. So what I do is I will go to edit it, and Schoology pages are essentially web pages, right? And so over here we have two different versions. Right now I am in the visual mode, and this little toggle switch, if I click on it, it will say switch to HTML. So when I switch to HTML, I get all of the code for what I have created. Now you don't have to actually understand it. You just need to highlight it all, right click and copy, or Control V, and then I'm going to cancel that. And now I'm going to create a discussion like I intended to. Same thing here. But when I go here, I'm going to switch to HTML mode, and I'm going to Control V or right click paste, and then I'm going to switch back to visual mode. And now I have copy and pasted everything from my assignment right here into my discussion. Boom, just like that. Right? Now you may be wondering, well, why not just copy and paste it over? But the issue is that sometimes when you try to copy and paste things from one to another, the formatting, the pictures get off. It doesn't always compute. When you do it in the HTML format, it works pretty much every single time. So other reasons you may want to use this is, for example, like I said, I like to work with templates, and I like to keep those templates within my sandbox where I create instead of pulling from resources. And so when I do that, I can take my template, like I like to do Feel Good Fridays where we do a Disney sing-along and then they reply to some questions. I can go in, edit this, switch to HTML mode, copy and paste it all, and now I can take this and I can paste it into a discussion or a page or whatever I would like for it to be, and then I can edit that template. Now here's where you really get your bang for your buck with this HTML hack. For example, let's say I created my program for my process for teaching Avid kids on how to do the Schoology portfolios as binders. Somebody asked me, could I share that with them? But they used a different LMS. And so I was really trying to think about how I could do that. And here's where it clicked. So let's say I take this page from that assignment thread and I want to copy and paste it over. Well, because everything in here is created in text, or I imported these GIFs and images from the web, same thing. I'm going to switch to HTML mode. I'm going to copy all of it. And now I'm actually going to go to my demo course in Canvas. Here also it has an HTML mode, so I'm going to switch to the HTML editor, Control V, switch back, boom. I have now copied an entire assignment or page or discussion from one LMS to another LMS. And so what I would do is I would copy and paste the HTML code and I would put it in a Google Doc or send it in an email to share it with other people outside of my LMS, or even outside of my campus or my district, depending on what restrictions I have on sharing. So there you have it. Simple little thing, but once you can think of all of the different ways that you can use it to help you be more efficient in your workflow, this HTML hack has been a lifesaver. So I hope that this was useful to you. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below, and make sure that you keep in touch by sharing, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. It's been my pleasure to help you hopefully find a way to improve your life with this simple little touch. My name is Mrs. J. You can always find me at the intersection of prayer and pedagogy. See you soon.